They'll run on first down. Riggs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Man left, man left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vick forced it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Over the middle, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. And this is caught by Jackson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And an Eagle first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Cunningham. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
He's checking. Crash. Boom.
3rd and long for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cunningham. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
First down, Eagles.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Brings up second and 9 at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Play action now. Vick under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw, Vick. That's complete to White. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
60 miles. Here we go. 60 miles.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the dump. At second down.
To number 42. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. From the gun, Vick. This complete to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride. And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Here's Vic. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Here we go.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to the ground. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Operating from the gun, Vic. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Touchdown, Falcons! We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Eagles take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Cunningham to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's just me and you.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he completes it to Westbrook. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Let's go.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch QB drop. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Cook trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Vick. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Vick, he was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. 3rd down here. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaShawn McCoy. 83 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Falcons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Vick now, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Cunningham. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do. In the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
60 yards. Target.
To throw on second down. Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now Sanders. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's a gain of 7.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now here's Vic. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go now. 6 on the base. I'm coming after you.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Vic now from the 50. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And Vic's throw there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw on second down, Cunningham. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Vic readies to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Vic. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were booed.